You want to play with that? What is that rock?
Okay, the pre-show has
that your rock?
started.
No, it's the studio rock. I guess.
Studio rock.
Studio rock, yeah. It's nice. Good old.
That's a dobro.
Yeah, you know what the story is behind that rock?
No.
Oh,
The Native Americans had a tradition when they would be around a campfire. They entertain themselves by telling stories. And they had a rule, whoever tells a story, you have to hold a stone. And then on those nights where everybody wanted a story but nobody had one, they'd say, here, hold a stone and ask the stone to give you back a story and it'll inspire you.
Oh.
That's neat.
Okay, you can say hello to the pre-show people.
oh,
Hello, pre-show.
pre-show, folks.
Welcome to Smalltalk with Matt and John.
Yeah. We have our new guest here.
Oh, you already got your first.
My first comment. Nick's World. I've heard Sonic the Hedgehog has officially reached his 35th anniversary.
What?
I was Stone to give me something interesting to talk about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, we had our most loyal viewer, Nick's
Or just
World.
something I play.
Well, yeah, Hedgehog is 35,
wow.
which is, yeah. It's nostalgic for me, but I'm getting to the point where, whoa, wow. Some of the characters you enjoyed in childhood are now 35 years old.
Yeah.
Hedgehog, I was most familiar with the Sega Hedgehog, which when you're...
What year were you born in?
I'm a 90.
90? Okay.
So, yeah. Like a
Alright.
5-year-old
Hey.
experiencing Sega Genesis is like, that
Yeah.
was...
Yeah.
Hey.
That's a pretty incredible experience.
Yeah. Wow, I remember all that. Yeah. But I remember that stuff coming out. And
Well, yeah.
Like
Well, it'd be
before.
crazy to see... I mean, I just dropped in at the Hedgehog, but what was this whole Tetris, or what was the game that they had?
Yeah.
Pong. Just to see
Pong. I
to-
remember Pong. I remember Atari. I remember Pac-Man. If I would have gotten tattoos, I would have had a Pac-Man tattoo.
Huh. Is
Sorry.
that still true today?
What?
If you had to get a tattoo today?
See, I would have still had it on there. That's the thing. I know I would have gotten sick of having a Pac-Man tattoo on me.
Here's a question for Neil, who will be
Hey,
sharing
Neil,
some of his
wait.
art. Would you tattoo one of your own drawings if you had to get one
This is
tattooed?
one of my drawings.
Oh, there we go.
sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I think I'd do somebody else's. I thought of a tattoo I wanted was, I used to watch the Powerpuff Girls with my kids.
Yeah.
And there was one episode where they kept on calling the mayor on a little Fisher-Price phone, and it was the
With the
Fisher-Price phone
nose?
with the nose
That's
knives
cute,
and all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted the Fisher-Price phone
That would be cool. Yeah.
as a joke. you
Yeah,
know, but,
yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Jokes, as you'll soon find out, my jokes go over really poorly. So.
Well, a lot of my
it's like,
paintings are jokes I tell myself.
yeah, that means.
Yeah, it's like
I think we have that in common.
Yeah, it's like these are jokes. And sometimes other people find them amusing.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
sometimes you can just see moments in life that you know is there's a stand-up routine or a stand-up bit there
Yeah.
that if you flush it out. 'cause,
Yeah.
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 'Cause honestly, the comedians will just get on stage at an open mic and just shoot stuff around and kind of
Yeah.
tinker with jokes.
Yeah.
Come up with disgusting innuendos
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah. Yeah.
You know. Well, also, so one thing you and I have in common, we both went to the same college.
Yes.
Wow,
did.
Yeah.
which
Oh,
is the
Pittsburgh
Art
alumni?
Institute.
The Arts
Pittsburgh, yes.
Institute of
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Wow, what's
Yeah.
in the water there that makes it a great art scene or school, or is it not?
Three rivers come together. It's kind of cool. You go through these mountains, and there's
Yeah.
three rivers come together. I forgot the name of Mahara Gate.
Yeah. Monongahela.
Yeah, and that's
Allegheny.
the city's right in there, and it's. I enjoyed nothing of the city when I was there. 'Cause
Yeah, I
was
didn't
poor.
either.
Well, I think it's much. I think early '80s Pittsburgh. I don't know where you went there versus now is actually a much different city.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I did go back and everything was different. They had put it in the Warhol Museum, which
Yeah.
they were talking about when I was there.
That was a cool thing. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
but yeah.
No, I kept in touch with some friends, but I didn't enjoy it at the time. And then that's true with so many things in life that you don't enjoy it while you're in the midst of it, in the context of it.
Because I was a young ball of stress.
Yeah.
I was a heavy smoker. I was
Yeah, you did smoke, didn't you?
Yeah, I was a
I
heavy
forgot that you did. Yeah.
smoker,
I smoked too.
and somehow I went insane and I gave it up.
yeah.
Wow.
I kind of came close to the closest I ever been to a nervous breakdown. I think was when I was giving up smoking.
You'd be perfect for the DARE program.
Oh, what is it?
That's the program. At least when I was a kid, they would go into the schools, and it was the same thing. They would
Just say no, yeah.
well, any sort of drug. 'Cause their position was don't do drugs at all. There's no, yeah.
I actually, right now, I would not be good on that because, like, I'm starting to smoke more pot, and I'm growing mushrooms and
Are you?
stuff like that. Yeah, because yeah, but I'm not going to become a heavy pot guy. Only when I watch South Park.
I think everything, right? Everything is a
Okay,
form of
so you know
drug.
how to answer the phone?
Yeah.
Who
that
is
you?
this?
You got to hit green.
Who is this?
We've got a call.
Yeah, who could it be?
It was a test.
Oh, it's this. Okay.
Test call. Hello.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah,
you
viewers,
got that down.
Give us a call. Give us a call, man.
What's the call?
Yeah.
In Nick's world, you can call in. We can talk
Yeah.
about Powerpuff Girls and the
Yes.
British Hargraves.
Oh, okay. I'm pro Powerpuff Girl. It was a good cartoon.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah,
it.
Is it Japanese in inspiration?
I believe so.
All the
Yeah.
good. What's with the good cartoons coming out of Japan? They're anime.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it's an American cartoon, but
Yeah. But
yeah,
it-
if I
inspired-
think there's
inspired.
probably a Japanese
Yeah,
influence.
it's right,
Yeah.
I've decided that's my next life adventure. I want to go to Japan.
I ran
Yes.
into someone when saw Devo a couple weeks ago.
Oh, great.
Before it got rained out. I ran into this person I knew, and he told me he just went to Japan for like a month.
Oh,
Yeah,
And he
cool.
said the exchange rate was really good now.
Really?
Really? Cool.
I'm not sure about that.
Great.
I'm not a good.
Yeah,
math
I want to go to
person,
the sumo in Osaka.
Yeah.
That'd be my.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
wow.
And
I
I'd
wanna-
love to go to Japan.
yeah.
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 I was talking to a guy at work. We were talking. We both had gone to Japan. I just loved it.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
long did he go for?
It was 2 weeks. Now, luckily, there was a person there who was showing me around. So that
Yeah.
was So
Earlier we were talking about the seminary. I think it'd be interesting to go actually learn. I don't know, go to some ancient.
Were you in the army too, or no?
nope, never in the army because I'm
Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh yeah.
I'm what is called a
Not either.
strength challenged or weakling.
Oh, did you actually try out for the military?
No, because I knew I just couldn't handle it. Now, in retrospect, I don't think it would be that bad. I could handle getting yelled at for 3 months,
Yeah.
and then just being in a structure. But as a kid, maybe that would have been a good deal for me though, because I've talked to people who've been in the military, and it helps them straighten their life out. Helps
Yeah.
them,
Yeah, like what it would have given you skills. You'd be very interesting. You'd be radically different if you'd joined the military
Yeah,
versus gone to art school. Those are what's crazy at that young age of 18 that right,
Yeah.
you go to the military or art school. Those put you on radically different trajectories.
Yeah. pretty different,
Yeah. And in retrospect, the one teacher she gave me, this is why I should have taught art rather than, and I should have gone maybe for classical art.
Yeah.
Or master arts. That's what my one teacher.
I kind of wish I did
yeah.
that.
What degree or program were you in?
We were. I was in advertising art,
Yeah.
commercial art. Yeah. So you were expected to come up with ads and
Yeah.
do commercial things, and
Yeah.
everybody
really?
learned to airbrush then because it was the friggin' 80s.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah. Airbrushing
Like paint.
and also making your own type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Making you would.
Thank you.
That's interesting to go to art school and then learn how to make commercials.
Yeah.
That's a very
Like we would be able to draw.
See, that
type
would be
like
great
this.
if you got into that. I ended up doing supermarket ads.
Oh, okay.
Which is
But-
frowned on among
Really?
graphic people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like we would draw type like this, which is insane. Which I knew a girl who's great at. She was great at making type.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas I was like, ugh.
Actually, it's Steve Jobs. He went to some sort of art school on the West Coast, and one of the
Did
things he actually I don't think dropped out at one point, but then he just stood around campus and took classes he was interested in. And he actually studied calligraphy or the
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
going into deep in the text, and actually influenced a lot of his innovation because
Yeah.
he was like the font
Text, yeah,
matters.
the
It
font,
matters
yeah.
profoundly. Where
Yeah.
most of his designers might be like, yeah, whatever.
They
Yeah.
taught us that briefly. They taught us calligraphy, and it was basically all they ever taught us was, and it's not that bad. It was the style of script that the Irish monks used. The uncial was
Yeah.
the name of the font.
Yeah.
So it was like
You do a little thing at the
Yeah.
end, and you just do like if you get the shape of the quill.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of difference. Yeah.
Yeah, they the square tips. Yeah, yeah.
Well, bringing
and they,
back
like-
the pre-show to full circle, in the sumo, there's people that study for like years to learn how to do the writing of the scorekeeping of the sumo because
Oh,
be
really?
a special.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all derived from Shintoism, which is a religion. So it's like
Yeah.
every aspect. So it's interesting that that I don't know, the text matters profoundly in there, which
Yeah.
is a different aspect of the.
Matt, when you're ready, on the little button box in front of you, there's a 5 with a circle around it.
Yep.
When you press that, look up at the screen, and when it says on the air, you're on the air.
Okay.
Oh,
Then we got Vin 5. Does the audio work on Vin 5? I just want to check.
Yes, it does. I'm glad you
Band?
said that.
We learned the hard way that one time, I think. Okay. Thank you, executive producer Richard. We're going to hit the button and begin our journey
All right.
into the abyss.
All right, we're on the air now.
Yeah,
All right.
we are. So welcome to the abyss
Hey.
of Small Talk with Matt and John.
Yeah. And welcome
Okay.
our new guest,
Our
Buffalo
esteemed
artist.
guest,
Okay.
world-renowned guest,
Yeah.
artist, sketchbook,
Yeah.
mass tour.
Okay.
The real Neil Mahar.
Yay! Welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Yeah. In studio.
Looking around like a senior citizen.
Well, yeah. You should be a pretentious artist.
Lost it.
We are mere plebeians
Right.
to be in your
Yeah.
the
Oh.
presence of an
Oh.
esteemed graduate of the Art
The Art
Institute,
Institute
of Pittsburgh,
Yes.
the Paris of the East.
That's
or
what
the
they do
West.
call it. Yeah.
Really?
City of Three Rivers.
Yes.
Yeah. The what were the Mahahas and
Monongahela
the Monongahela,
and
Allegheny?
then the Allegheny.
Yeah.
They join and make the Ohio.
That's a Jeopardy question there, folks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, the Monongahela starts down in West Virginia and Allegheny starts up here.
West Virginia,
Yeah.
Yes.
Blue Ridge Mountains.
Denver.
Denver. John Denver, great singer.
A great artist in his own right.
Yeah.
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 Was he?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Lyrically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, lyrically. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what was your last thing you painted?
Oh, yeah, we have some sketchbooks
Yes,
here. Do
yeah.
you want to? How do we want to approach your sketchbooks? Is this madness? Is it a linear experience?
Let's talk a little first, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll prep the viewers for
We
what
will.
for what their
The last
their
thing I
visual-
painted, I did a little 8.5 by 11 painting a horse.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I do animals. Well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
you draw animals.
yeah.
yes, enough.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess like I didn't study with the masters in Italy and all that, but yeah,
But we're
we did.
self-created artists.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
only
Or
real
do we
animals?
consider ourselves outsiders? I don't know. Like
I kinda
Erica Venzik,
edgy?
Yeah, I consider
Yeah.
ourselves arts. Yeah, kind of outside. We're kind of like we're not part of the art
Oh.
elites.
Well, yeah, AKG. If you haven't shown your art at AKG, then you're not.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
There's a scene there.
there is a scene.
Which have you heard of the Flow Jam?
No.
Apparently, there's these flow people, which they do like fire arts, and they just started
okay.
gathering organically at Delaware Park. And now it's kind of grown, but now the AKG people are kind of
Oh.
making it look at our art tourism. We have these
And they
eclectic
try to-
artists. Yeah, the food trucks come and the big,
Co-opt that.
big art comes and they
Oh.
overtake. I think they're not there yet, but I think
Are
that's the trajectory of.
Are they like jugglers and
well,
all
now
kinds
it's
of
all sorts of weird.
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Okay.
people, and
Cool.
it's becoming a
Oh,
thing. but
almost
I-
like Burning Man coming to
Cool.
Delaware
Yeah.
Park?
a
Yeah.
bit, and I think
Yeah.
the vibe is. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been there yet. It's on my bucket list to go this
Yeah.
summer. But I think ultimately, and I don't know. Maybe you can give more expertise of the commercialism of art of why do the artists? They're the cool people. They get to the frontier first. They build a thing. It becomes
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Then it becomes corporate.
Yeah.
The suit man comes in and
Yeah.
tries to,
Right?
to turn
Yeah.
a dime.
Yeah. The dollar man comes up and
Yeah, suit man.
Well, that's a good reminder, folks.
And runs up the flagpole
Yeah,
and all
infringement is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be, it's going to be all over the city.
Did you do pre-infringe or whatever? I
No,
didn't get
I
into
did
that.
not.
My understanding is
Chris asked me to, and then I know.
Yeah.
my understanding is there's some sort of civil war in the infringement.
There's
community.
Yeah.
yes, there seems to be. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's so weird how humans split.
Yeah.
Well, think of Islam. You have the Sunni and the Shiites.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Catholic, you have the Protestants and the Catholics.
The
So, yeah, I think-
Reformation. and-
what is it?
yeah.
I think it's maybe about our tribal nature that we're only like allowed to live in tribes of 100.
Yeah,
then- yeah.
and then they just
Yeah, that
split.
they talk about rock bands never lasting more than 3 years.
Yeah. Well, it
You
makes sense
know?
if you get 100 people in a room, then eventually it gets so
three
big
of-
that 50 of the people think one way, 50 people think the other. Kind of like
Yeah.
our country, I guess, seems to be
Yeah.
doing on a massive level. Of these two groups
Yeah.
can't tolerate each other, they
Yeah.
form their own groups,
Well,
and then you.
one good thing, the right seems to be splitting. which I hope.
How so? On the
Well,
Yeah.
Tucker
I think
Carlson.
No, Tucker Carlson declared himself not
Yeah.
a Republican anymore.
Really?
He's an
What is-
independent now.
So
independent.
And then that woman, Joy Reid,
Oh,
the one that got fired from CNN or whatever,
oh, okay.
she declared herself an independent.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was a Democrat, so she's breaking away from
Interesting.
to be an independent. I think maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene too.
Yeah. So it's weird.
Interesting.
What's going to form? If something forms like I've heard people say, "Oh, I wanted there to be all this breakup of," but it might be good, it might be bad.
Yeah.
Well, also the left is like fracturing as well. So I think there's kind of an
Yeah,
vector inside or outside. There's an establishment, non-establishment flavor to both
Yeah.
sides, and really,
yeah,
That's something that's really irritating me that how the left is doing that, because it's like they talk about half those people are probably funded by AIPAC in Israel, and then.
yeah.
Then,
And I think
then they're all flipping out because Graham Plattner has the Maltese cross on his chest.
well, yeah,
You know, which is like, I like Graham Plattner.
I think the Iran-Israel AIPAC, that's like, I think the schism that I think,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
eventually, I've always had this theory that the far left and far right are going to kind of
Yeah.
bend into the middle. I think the Iran issues, I think
Yeah.
both sides can say,
we don't
we don't
want the
agree,
war.
but we
Yeah.
both agree that our politicians are bought by Israel
Yeah.
and AIPAC, and we need, before we can even have our
Yeah.
debate, we need to change that.
And I would like to change everything. I don't want our politicians to be bought by even by our own corporations. There shouldn't,
Yeah.
let alone other countries,
I think I don't know how they're going to rein it in now, though. It's gotten like a wildfire now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we just talked about Chris Collins before, like a couple
Oh,
minutes ago,
we had the Buffalo Contrarian of
You know-
Chris Collins.
and like when the dog runs away, how you ain't gonna catch it, like that. I'm sorry.
Well, I think if we had more, right, politicians come from a certain class of people. I think if more politicians were artists, what would that society look like? Is it idealistic to think that our society would be better if people contemplated the
Churchill
arts?
was an artist, apparently.
Who?
Churchill was an artist?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you'd sit there and paint. I remember hearing about that. Like,
I think even samurais, that part of the samurai practice was actually doing some sort of having
Yeah.
an art practice.
yeah, which was
They
kind of
did.
fun. Yeah, they
Yeah.
would sit there. They would do flower arranging or calligraphy or something, which is pretty kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they studied calligraphy, just then when they wrote legislation, maybe they would bring some of that Zen into
Yeah.
our laws
Yeah.
and rules and order. Or maybe that's
No, that's a good idea. I normally I'd be like, oh, that's hopeful, but no,
Yeah.
that is a good idea.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And I think different people should be getting into politics, because I mean,
Yeah.
look, you got like the farmers were screwed in the past election, and they continue to vote Republican,
Yeah. Which
even
is-
though they're screwed. Their meat's not being sold
Yeah,
to China. The soybeans aren't being sold to China, and then they, let's get them from Argentina. They need our help.
And it's all like political identity. It was. I remember the interviews before. There were people who were like, the interviewer would say, didn't Trump mess this up before? And they're like, yeah, but it still doesn't matter. And they would have like no answer really. They would be just like, it's like they're like you could flip the script and say, you guys are trapped in a political identity too. But
Yeah.
I like to think I wouldn't go off a cliff for my political identity.
No.
But I don't know. I don't think our side would have had a Trump where, like, if Obama went nuts,
Yeah.
we could have jettisoned him the way we did, say, Biden.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that wrestler had to insult Michelle Obama.
Yeah. He had to do
She's
that.
living rent free in their heads.
Yeah.
It's like they can't they still aren't over the fact that we had a mixed race president, not
Yeah.
even the completely
Yeah.
because
Well, what do we think the role of artists is in politics? And I'll preface this by today we actually have a primary, so go ahead and vote if you haven't. But there was
Yeah.
an artist that they wrote Zelno in wheat style graffiti, so some sort of temporary art,
Yeah.
and they got arrested for I think tampering. It's an
Did they?
emerging story, but they're claiming it's freedom of speech, and they're more than 100 feet from their polling station.
right,
but-
because that is a law.
yeah, but so I'm curious how that plays out. Maybe they were within 100 feet. So I think I'd love to see more political art that is
Yeah.
instead of like I think now is the time not for artists to go live in their manners and make art in isolation, but to engage and integrate and comment, right? Because the picture says 1,000 words,
Yeah.
and you can sketch something out.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are chilled out about that and don't even want to get in trouble anymore.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like that.
Yeah,
Which I'm not real proud of that either.
And I think some of the No Kinks protests, I saw some awesome signs and costumes.
Did
ya?
And
Yeah.
I think protests should be weird. It should
Yeah.
be angry
Weird
people.
stuff.
Should be, provocative.
Yeah.
And edgy.
Yeah.
Upsetting
And
even.
weird. It should be. Yeah. It should be
Yeah.
a spectacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've made some political art that doesn't look like political art. Like I have a very political. Like I did this weird painting, looks very surreal, but it's very much it was my political. And I have another one coming up that's really disgusting looking.
And I know we've talked about AI and art. Has AI influenced your art at all, or are you just straight manual?
I'm more of a Luddite, to be honest.
Oh, cool.
I wouldn't mind. I think like AR. I'm not like I like shortcuts. To be honest, I'm not going to like say I only do everything the hard way. Like
Yeah.
you know that. But AI worries me because of how much water it uses up, and like that mega plant that
Energy. Yeah.
Elon is having built in Memphis. It's poisoning the black neighborhood down there, West Memphis. It's really bad.
You know, it is. They're sucking up energy. They're
Yeah.
sucking up, I know, electricity. But yeah, it is creepy. It's literally creepy because it could replace so many things.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
know,
I think.
but I do use it all the time for.
I think it's weird for artists because
gardening.
there's people already saying this is AI is great, it's amazing. Other people are. I've seen people comments online. I think Buffalo Hive, which is a local arts publication.
Oh, yeah.
They had a post where they posted an AI generated image, and some of the comments were like the people that follow that were like so anti against AI
Was
art.
that the one about like it was some art show or something? And
Yeah,
they wanted
and I
to-
think you see it on social media. You just see people clearly using it to generate flyers for events and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting that the Buffalo Hive, which is probably an arts cultural kind of demographic, the comments were like they're never going to listen to Hive again because they were putting real artists out of business because they generated a thing.
Yeah.
Where I think, we can get into this today, but the story I'm writing for the Buffalo Contrarian is about the City of Buffalo charter revision. So they're editing the charter, and actually today I submitted some charter language to do ranked choice voting in the City of Buffalo. And I'm curious, when they ask me how to do gender race, I'll say AI, and maybe they'll try to invalidate the text I put on a page because I think there's my kind of rebuttal is you're critiquing my process of making my art, but not the art myself. And I think people that critique AI art will just critique the process of making the art without actually. Well, what about the art itself? Is it good? It's bad? Because there's a difference between AI slop, but then also what is a high-level artist using AI?
Yeah.
They can use stuff to produce stuff AI, but it's not necessary. There's a difference between AI slop.
Oh, yeah.
And an artist who is ultimately again, it's a tool to get your creative vision
It is
into reality.
and I'm sure like I mean, there's people that are probably gonna do half their movie with AI or a lot of it, and that's.
I think that actually the way we're going is AI is going to be right. I have this analogy. If I went to saw the movie Napoleon, I don't know if you ever saw the movie Napoleon, but it was this a Hollywood production of Napoleon Bonaparte, right? This badass conqueror historian, a historical figure. This Hollywood firm has unlimited budget. I think it was one of the Joaquin Phoenix, or maybe someone.
Yeah.
So they have that the headline. How do actors? I went to this movie and the movie sucked. They started off and they portrayed Napoleon as like this cuck who he was like simping for his girlfriend who was cheating with him other men. It was like, what's this? He spent this money. So I think AI is going towards there's some Napoleon expert in his basement who's going to be able to, because of their unique knowledge of Napoleon, all the battle scenes, will be able to prompt an entire badass 7-part Game of Thrones series of Napoleon Bonaparte. And that's the stuff I think. So I think it kind of democratizes things like movies where they're controlled by Hollywood elites that top down versus if anybody in an expert can generate a full Hollywood film from their
I
basement.
have a play in my head that I'm very tempted to make into an AI. Play.
Yeah, I think it's
but I couldn't.
Please tell us more.
Yeah. It's about how caps were made in Buffalo.
Oh, like caps? Cap guns?
Baseball hats. Baseball
Oh, yeah,
caps,
that's right, yeah.
It was a musical about that, about how Grandpa Cap came here.
Okay.
And his struggles to find himself in the world, and he would wander around from job to job, losing jobs but making friends, and then in the end he created the baseball hat, and then but it's a play about it.
Okay.
I have half of it written already.
I think you should
I
be
should,
using AI
yes.
to flesh out your ideas.
Yeah.
And I think I know from my reporting, I use AI where I'm using it to write. I will feed it a data set of facts or documents
Yeah.
that I've collected, and for me, at least the way my brain works, I'm great with ideas, finding information, but the whole thing of then putting these together into some other thing I struggle with. So for me, it's perfect because I can, here's document number says this, document number says this date, this happened, and you can feed facts into AI that can then compose those, and it's a different experience of then I can read what the AI generated, say this is wrong, this is right, I like it. So I think it's just it's a different way of making art, and I think it's all new for anyone. So I think we're all just kind of learning as we go.
Have you ever dreamed something that you later painted, or do you have like stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't have dreams lately.
Yeah.
I probably had like dreams when I still drank alcohol a lot,
Oh,
like
okay.
6 or 7 years ago.
Oh.
But I've had dreams. I don't think I've tried to draw anything from a dream.
Oh, okay.
But I've had scary dreams actually. I
I
don't
think
like
some artists talk about the
dreams.
muse, or they have a relationship
Yeah.
where they talk about the muse
Yeah.
as this place where your ideas come from. So where do your ideas come from? Are you on the toilet taking a number 2 and they come to you? Are you sleeping? Are you going for walks in the park? How do your ideas? How does the muse communicate to you?
Okay.
Or is
yeah.
it just
I know.
mechanical labor of you get up and you do
No,
the thing from
no.
8:30?
I take some of the sketches out of these and I use a projector and I project
Okay.
it onto a canvas
We have some of your
and draw them out. I try to do that. Back to that AI thing. I thought of like if I was living my life over and I try to think of like what's a good job for a creative person. You were talking about movie directors before, and I thought, oh, that's pretty cool, but that's a huge undertaking, and that's why people are doing it with AI now, because it used to take 800 people to make a movie. You could probably do a movie with 15 people now, with AI and all that. And one of the projects I thought of, like just if I ever had to do something like that, and I'm thinking really lo-fi because I tend to look low, is take like 3 songs by an artist you like and doing a short movie.
Yeah, like
where the images coincide with the lyrics of that song. Not too directly, but directly enough. And I thought, oh, that'd be a nice.
Yeah, that's a good idea because I have video ideas in my head when I hear certain music. It's just stuff in my head. It's not an actual video, but it's something what I'm thinking about, like what reminds me of this or that.
Well, that comes into some of the ethics, right? There's this whole ethical argument within an art of, if I'm a songwriter, I could say, write me a song about 3 men on a podcast in the style of Bob Dylan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the AI can generate me. It takes Bob Dylan's whole collection of lyrics. There's some, there's styles that he has there and generates text. So it's very similar for an artist. You can say, draw me a picture of an elephant in the style of Claude Monet. And now, so it's this ethical thing of, who's the artist if it's using the arts of others, but at the same time, if you had the creative idea to tell it to draw an elephant in the style of Claude Monet at a circus with 3 men, so it's a great line.
Well, that's what AI is basically now. It's compiling everything from the whole internet. Into a collage of new things because they're making new things with old things.
I think there's some statistics of how much of the internet is now being produced.
I
think Claude Code, which I've used to make actual software, is like writing the majority of code on the internet. You have AIs creating content, doing robocalls.
I see the scary thing, I see like content like little skits and videos that are generally a lot of them are anti-trans. There's this one thing where it's just video of trans, supposedly men trying to go into girls' bathrooms, and there's a tough. They're all different. They're all a little different. And there's there's a tough MAGA guy who goes, "My daughter's in there," and of course the trans person's acting hysterical. There's other ones where they're people they're usually a lot of times they'll have like a No Kings shirt on and they're overweight, they have blue hair, and they're going nuts over like some affront, or
I
something.
know Iran, they were generating propaganda about Trump and depicting Trump and the American regime as Lego characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Iran
they
They seem
did.
to be
idea
doing a
that
good job.
AI
That's
is being
pretty-
used.
that's
AI is
hilarious,
right
actually.
in. I think that one had generated like a rap song, like it was a music video of the Lego rapping, and the rap was like, it
Not
was
bad.
it actually
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
thumped a bit. So I think
Did it?
the idea that AI is being used for political propaganda is also it's anything that's being done can be done somehow.
Yeah.
Because Iran was producing these things that previously would
Yeah.
have taken
Yeah.
production teams to write scripts, generate ideas, and now
Well, they don't have that. I like to think maybe there's some people in that culture who could come up with that without AI. You know,
yeah,
who
well,
knows?
right, there probably are. Yeah, Iran's a very culturally rich.
Yeah.
So Iran was
Yeah,
using
people-
it, and I think ultimately AI is just used to articulate a point of view. So even your trans
Yeah.
thing, that's the point of view of someone that used AI.
Yeah.
And right, you might not agree with that point of view, and I
Yeah.
think this is where AI is kind of like it's a tool, right? It's a hammer is a
Anybody
tool.
use it, yeah.
A hammer is a great tool, but I
Yeah.
could bludgeon you over the head. and
Yeah.
you're not going to blame the hammer. You got to blame the person using the hammer.
Yeah.
Because AI can be proper. I think AI can be used to do a
Yeah.
lot. I think it has a lot of potential to actually improve humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, also right between the energy usage and the application, it's not good or bad. It's kind of up to us, the users.
Yeah, it could be like the Wizard of Oz, where like they see him, the wizard behind the curtain. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's like
That's a really good scene. It was a
Yeah.
very good classic scene where it's like, ignore that man behind the curtain.
yeah, it's nothing to see here.
And it was a good special effect of his head.
I think
Yeah.
it's a good metaphor for AI. What is behind these algorithms? What data sets have they been trained on? Who's the wizard behind the curtain?
There was a really good line in The Matrix where he's the evil guy. He's interrogating Neo. No, not Neo. The other guy, Morpheus.
Yeah,
And he was like, "Look at this. Look at this. This is the height of the 20th century. Of course, but then, of course, when we started thinking for you, it became our century, or something to that effect."
Oh, God. Yeah.
We have a comment, Nick's World here,
Nick's
who's
World.
too shy to call in, but we encourage you to call and to hackers. But
Oh.
sorry we missed Nick's World comment. If you want to drop a comment,
okay.
in there we can
Oh,
we
okay.
can catch you.
Yeah, I
but
would
yeah,
like to
hackers are using AI as well. So
Yeah.
I think this is something that scared me because I think right when hackers are like phishing for someone, they'll like write this really poor email of send me credit card thing. Whereas hackers,
Yeah.
I think I've noticed hacker spam phishing emails actually get more proficient because now
Yeah.
if you have some hacker in Bulgaria that English isn't their writing language, now they can prompt an AI to write me in a language.
It could learn stuff about you,
Well,
like
especially a part of phishing is if I'm trying to get an executive, I might try to phish their secretary to write them an email to get information. If I have actual data of how that secretary writes emails, you could then train the AI to write an email in the style of this
yeah,
person's
pretty creepy,
yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
come back to this idea of creativity, a tool.
Okay.
It could be
Which goes back to the big question. Say any of us had to go on the lam. We had to
Yeah.
escape in today's society. How would we do it? Say okay,
Yeah.
Neil, the government's looking for you. You have
Yeah.
maybe 24 hours.
Yeah, I think a 24-hour leeway to
Right.
to get some
call an
space,
Uber.
get
Oh,
space
what?
between you.
Yeah, they'd catch me.
Would you try? Would you try?
I
or
would try. I would try.
You try to get
I
it.
would try. Yeah, I would probably walk down railroad tracks down into Pennsylvania, or something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
No,
walking down the tracks.
I'd hop on a train. I feel like that would be the thing. Is get
Yeah.
on a random caboose and just
Boom. That's a good
maybe
idea.
get a Big Mac with some cash and then
Yeah.
just get on a train and go far away and then then it's much easier. You got to get some distance
Then
between.
go to food kitchens and maybe get a small job at a little but look, hopefully there'd be like maybe a farmer's a farmer widow, you'd help her out and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
I think you'd have to get a cash only under the table job
Yeah. But you could make people
or just
sufficient.
bagging scrap. I think you could dive dumpsters and yeah.
But yeah.
No,
Yeah.
when you go up to Toronto, there's like a good amount of panhandlers there. Yeah, I mean they're down here too.
Yeah.
I think you could you could just blend in with the panhandler community.
Yeah.
And probably no one's gonna find you there.
Yeah.
Especially, I think grow out the facial hair, grow out the hair. Yeah, you'd have to radically alter your identity.
Yeah.
And maybe kept a buzz head, grew out the beard.
Ideally, I would like to go to where you could get a boat, like down where there's islands,
Yeah.
down the Cayman Island area.
Yeah.
That's my fantasy, but it'd be a
Well,
long.
you could jack someone's canoe on the Three Rivers and just kind of float down a river. Get the hounds off your trail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Harriet Tubman did. She would do cool stuff
Well,
like
she
that.
was like, she was cultivating spirits, right, to guide her. Somehow she was able to remember terrain. And,
Well, she was a natural. I think she's one of these few people who was like guided by God.
Yeah.
And maybe because she said like
what was her story? Didn't she have some incident and gave her
she
special powers?
got wet. She was trying to help. I think some slave escaped, and one of her masters goes, "Grab that slave," and she's like, she was very Christian, but in my mind, I could see her swearing at the guy. And she says, "Oh, get that guy!" And the guy threw this weight at the slave, and it hit her in the head, and it knocked her out, and like she was brain damaged. But after that, she started talking to God. Now, listen, this is the thing: most people who talk to God, it's terrible. It works out horrible. Like they're like, I should start a cult and like have sex with all the women. But with her, it was like she freed slaves. She actually did something good. One of the few people. Most people talk to God and they're like, rob people.
Well, isn't there
You
saying
don't
that-
need to
Yeah,
re-
they have a coat hanger hat made with tinfoil.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a saying the line between genius and insanity is
Oh yeah,
is pretty
it's a thin
pretty
line.
thin?
Yeah,
Right? Because how many cult leaders? Jesus in his way was a cult leader, and for a bunch of
that had high IQs and
Yeah. I like to think, yeah. Small religion guy, yeah.
yeah. Well, that and then the words that are thrown around like way too much these days is like narcissist.
Yeah.
Yeah, or anti-Semite, whatever.
The pastors are probably just very powerful. Guys were just very smart, very ahead of it, very, very able to communicate well.
There's a real good movie that was done like Jim Jones and Sacrament. Yeah, it was done by that guy that did those movies with that strange actress Mia Goth, Pearl, Maxine, and then X.
Oh.
So they did like the director's name is Ty West.
Yeah.
and he did a lot of strange little movies. Like during the pandemic, he filmed that one called Pearl, and it was about a country girl.
I saw that.
You saw that one, yeah. And she fed her father to an alligator.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably look at some of your art.
Let's look at some things. Yeah.
Okay, so we have Niels. This is your sketchbook. So
Yes.
take us. What is your sketchbook? What is this? Is this daily? Something you do daily? Is it just random sketches over time? Or how
It's a
does
little
this
less than daily, but and
Those are like
and-
dolls.
Yeah, and I draw pictures of Barbie dolls and any kind of toy.
Oh, that's cool.
I do that because I'm basically too socially inept to like walk up to some woman and say, "Oh, could you pose for me?"
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, "Restraining order,"
But
you get
they're good models.
So
they're right there.
Yeah, and they stay still, and but the thing was, like, I had some teachers in school to say that you should draw from an object, or you shouldn't draw from, flat 2-dimensional references.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you should,
Just
draw something that you have to see around, and you see images, and you also see the dimensionality of it.
Yeah, what is someone I don't consider? I guess
And then I also do blind contour, where you don't look at the paper, but you're looking at drawing. You're looking at what you're trying to draw,
but you
don't draw the paper. And it gives you like accidental things that look skewed and
Well, I'm curious because I consider myself somewhat creative, but I don't view drawing as my thing. And I was actually found myself at a court hearing.
Okay.
And I thought of the people that sit in courts.
Oh
and
yeah,
draw
they
things.
used to do that.
So I started doing my own version of that. And I was like, I'd like to do it. I have the. But I'm curious how someone actually. Yeah, how do you go to get something realistic drawing? Are there different methods, or you just kind of is it practice where you just kind of you try to replicate what your eyes are seeing? With
I try to draw like the spaces around things because did you ever have Mr. Gottlieb?
I might have.
The guy that did the pastels and people looking at themselves in a spoon and
I think I did. Yeah.
so I knew someone. I never had him, but people who had him for teachers said that he's really good. But he said the two hardest things you could ever draw are fingernails and teeth, because
Really?
when you draw them, you have to look at the space around the fingernail to define it more than if you typically try to draw the nail.
Yeah.
It'll always look bad, and it'll always look like it's not fit on the finger right. And the same with teeth. So they're kind of hard.
Okay,
And I also think like ears are kind of hard because like nobody's ears ever the same. The ears are very different from person to person to person. You know, I kind of think that
some just attach right to the head.
Yeah.
Some have lobes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people that have like really like upside down looking ears, or
They kind of turn around.
And
And-
what do these sketches evolve into? Are these then incorporated into
fish.
other works, or is it?
like because they're the ones that I'll project onto a canvas.
I see. So then you
like
take
that.
these, you project these.
Yeah.
And then
Or
I
just
see.
trace them on, with tracing paper too.
I see. You almost draw your own drawings.
Yeah.
I
I
looked that over. Yeah. Oh, where do you get your stuff? Like to draw? Where do you get that stuff?
Oh, the objects themselves at
garage
Goodwill,
sale. Okay,
garage sales.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like the horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how do you make your art? Do you have are you a structure from 8:30 to 9? Are you when inspiration calls you?
Inspiration calls probably late at night too, things like that. But let me see. I have anything I wanted to.
I think it's also
Oh,
just
those lines. Those are pretty neat.
Yeah, I was doing that like with I had India ink and I didn't use it for years, and then started using really wide watercolor brushes and trying to do things with them. I have like puppets.
Yeah.
Those are puppets. I have a
puppets.
Satan puppet.
Satan puppet.
I had a Satan puppet and I had a rabbi puppet. The rabbi puppet got lost.
Have
Oh,
you,
darn it.
Have you done
And-
any cartooning or political cartoons? Is it something you ever dabbled in?
That wouldn't be out of the question. I haven't. When I went to school in Pittsburgh, they were pushing the caricatures. Remember, everybody
I
did
remember that.
caricatures
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
magic markers, and I didn't like them.
Yeah.
They kind of look corny and hokey.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, like I said, I'm kind of a hack. I'm not really classically trained, so a cartoon wouldn't bother me. I don't think. Actually, people can say, "Oh, our culture's so decadent and gone and stupid and all that." Cartoons actually are really great. Think about all the cartoons that, whether it's Disney or you got something like as stupid as the Powerpuff Girls or the Simpsons.
Those are actually affecting people's lives.
They are.
Their thoughts and their.
They remember that. I
Yeah.
mean, do you know how many young people I talk to that bring up a SpongeBob SquarePants reference all the time?
Yeah.
People that are like under 40 that I work with.
Yeah.
It's culturally.
SpongeBob is a huge milestone for them.
I'm constantly talking about
Whereas
the Simpsons,
like Simpsons
to make points.
and then a lot of people like that are really into the Simpsons or Family Guy start talking about
I know. I bring up episodes. Remember this
there's-
episode where that happened?
I think there's the
Like,
quote that
it's like-
politics is downstream of culture. So the idea that culture can be dictating how things are. I know South Park for me is a cartoon I grew up with too. That like they're just known as they're the thing that they will say anything. They'll say the quiet part of it doesn't matter if it's trans things or voting things or racist things.
Yeah.
They just say the thing that is.
One friend of mine points out that whenever they attack a religion, they make sure they get every part of the religion. They research it pretty well before they
They
skew it
I
or
think
mock
that,
it.
didn't they do one on Muslim in the depiction of Muhammad and
They did, and then they pissed off Chef, right? And then he quit 'cause he was a Scientologist.
He went after Scientology. They did good going after Scientology and they went after the Mormons.
I have an art friend too that they had a quote that's I think influenced me. They said great art should comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable.
Yeah.
I think that's like
Wow.
that's a
That's a great. I never heard that.
yeah. And I think that's a quote for me
Afflict
that
the
I know.
comfortable.
I know. If someone if you're an artist, I think artists in people in general, right? It's just the society we live in. You want to make something and people like what you have.
Yeah.
Where that quote I think is it's changed my philosophy because if you create a piece of art and someone says, Neil, your art fucking sucks, like it's fucking whatever pisses you off.
It's happened.
The fact that you've provoked them, you've provoked emotion, actually is a signal to you as an artist. You take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Oh, this person, my art caused emotion in that person.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is good art. And I think that's more my standard now. And I've been to some art shows that I think by traditionalists are so bad that they make me think, oh, this is bad. But then I go, I'm feeling something.
Yeah.
This is art. It's provoked emotion. It's afflicting me. And I know I made a cartoon once, a political cartoon. And that ended up, it was just controversial. I think now I think good art shouldn't look to be liked. They should look to provoke emotion.
Yeah. Well, there was that one thing that, remember, God, in the 90s, everybody was putting those silhouettes made out of plywood on their lawn, where they painted them black, but it was a silhouette of someone pushing a lawnmower or someone walking their dog. Yeah, and everybody did that. And then there was after that ice storm in the thousands, 2007, was it? Yeah, 2006. All those trees fell down, and they made those statues out of the trees. Like the amateur people did chainsaw sculptures out of the trees, and then they shellacked them and they put them up, and then there's one on Seneca Street. But it got destroyed.
I like that Buffalo thing, that promotion. I think they should. I don't know why they slowed that down, but they should just have
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, almost like when I was in middle school, every person got like a ceiling tile to paint that you could do a thing. I think each citizen of Buffalo should get a buffalo that they get to paint.
That is pretty cool.
When you're 18, you get one delivered, and it's up to you to paint it, place it as you choose.
But here, I'll sound like a snob though if I say this. What was that one? It was a local thing. My mother used to get this calendar. She didn't understand art, but she got this calendar that was painted by people that were either wheelchair bound or lost some limbs, and they painted with either a paintbrush in their foot or in their mouth.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And it would be a whole calendar of that.
Yeah. Oh.
And I maybe probably teased her about that, but I think it was actually a pretty good thing though. I did like them, but the thing that I was talking about was that thing that people had. There's this giant picture of Santa holding a baby, and it was like an anti-abortion thing.
Oh.
I don't know if it was done meant to be like that, but they kind of smeared it that way.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's like Santa holding a baby, and he's got a tear out of his eye.
Oh, God.
You remember that?
That's
and this was like the late 80s, maybe the 90s.
Okay.
Because I remember I said something derogatory about it, and this one person I worked with said, "Oh, I love that." Like, you're an asshole, Neil.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. That's,
and it's like, okay, strike out again.
You provoked emotion. You afflicted the comfortable, or you comforted the afflicted. Either of those is okay.
I made an enemy.
Yeah.
I think I'm over it, though.
Yeah.
It's okay. No.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
We have a question from Nick's World. They say, which Mr. Men and Little Miss characters most resembles you?
Oh, Mr. Men.
And Little Miss question.
Which
Mr. Men and Little Miss characters make each of you? That's the question.
I don't know who those are.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, I'm trying to think what cartoon character I am like.
Are there any characters or monsters that have been created that you identify with?
Oh.
I know for me that Game of Thrones, the Night King.
Okay.
He's like the bad guy. I kind of identify with him.
Good.
I think
he's pretty cool.
It's interesting how you can see yourself in fictional monsters or characters.
Okay.
Oh.
Or SpongeBob.
Myself is a monster. I'm trying to think.
Not even a monster, it's a character.
Is a character?
Like, that is me. There's a...
I have pro Spider-Man leadings, of course. I probably my own detective, cat detective.
I like the cat detective.
People think that is an extension of myself.
And your art, is yourself, is your own ego reflected in your art, or sometimes is your soul encoded in some of the characters? Like, is the cat detective an alter ego for you in a way, or how does that work?
I think for me, it is like because in a sense. Because he's a cat, he's a cat, and he's a detective, and he does. I have to revisit him. Yeah.
Well, that's another thing because, like I said, I drew like Barbie dolls and then GI Joe dolls and things like that.
Yeah.
But like it's like
It-
you have to understand both sides of attraction, I guess. You
Yeah.
know, like you're a guy and you
Yeah.
may like Margot Robbie,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then what kind of male character would you put in a painting with
Yeah.
Margot Robbie
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you have Santos running. What do you
Yeah,
call him?
I did
Santos?
that. Yeah. Santos,
That's kind of
yeah.
like you.
And that was. Oh, it looked like No, I that was just another toy I had.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of.
But do you think unconsciously
Crap.
maybe that's
Yeah.
how you see yourself running, constantly running, or a cowboy?
Yeah.
Well, speaking
I've
of
been
toys,
running a long time.
I was at the Clinton Bailey flea market and I found
Yeah.
this metal van toy that was maybe
Yeah.
about this big.
Yeah.
And I instantly saw it in my vision in my head was that is the centerpiece of a fish tank. So I got a 20-gallon fish tank and I put this giant hippie van
Yeah.
toy in the thing
Interesting.
and the fish live in it. I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I used to be a vanner. I still own a van, but the idea of fish living in a fish tank in a van,
Yeah.
it somehow
It
was an
is-
expression
That's
of
cool.
Of
Yeah.
your own.
Yeah.
Do you have aquariums? Or
No, but
did
this
you?
was
No,
I've
that's-
always wanted to. And then
yeah.
when I it was kind of this toy van
Yeah.
was like I saw that I was like I'm going to get that and put that in a fish tank to create a fish tank.
yeah.
It's almost like I had an artistic vision. If I saw this thing, I was like, oh, this is a dollar toy at the flea market, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm
Make
gonna
it
turn
some
this into an art
cool
which
piece of
will
art. Yeah.
somehow express
Yeah.
myself. 'Cause
I have neighbors down the street who they have a bunch of skeletons in their yard all year,
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
like adult skeletons.
like
Oh,
Halloween.
those like 15-foot high ones that people put a Bill shirt on or something like that.
No,
Yeah.
there might be regular human sized ones. Like there's little kid ones and there's like adult ones, and they're
Yeah.
like doing
so it's
stuff.
like Halloween decorations, but year
Yeah.
round.
But year round, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's probably like their own expression of, that's why people get tattoos.
Yeah. See, the only thing that ever cut me from tattoos is that I thought I don't want people looking at me, and then I don't that and freckles, hair, and trucker tan. You know, that's kind of why I wouldn't. But I think they're cool. I think it's a great thing for an artist to do.
If I
actually,
knew I
too.
could keep in shape all the time, I'd probably
Yeah.
have tattoos.
Yeah.
Like have a good
That's what I think. I
stomach.
think if you get tattoos, but your body is really fat or really skinny, unless that's your motive, it doesn't make sense to build your actual body versus kind of paint your body. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, I think if I got tattoos, the idea of just getting one tattoo seems absurd to me. Like get a whole sleeve. Don't get I have a single tattoo on my bicep. Like that seems bizarre. Versus okay, my whole arm is tattooed.
Yeah.
I've seen some sleeves that are pretty cool though.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I think sleeves are okay. This is art. If you get
Yeah.
a single, I got a Pac-Man tattoo on my bicep, and I'm
Yeah.
scrawny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what's the vision here? What are we doing
No.
here?
Yeah. Tattoos. Where do they go? Yeah.
Well, tattoos even culturally became more popular, right? They used to be kind of a prison thing and underground culture.
Oh, yeah.
And now they're like
Or a sailor
mainstream.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
so-
like a counterculture
It's
thing,
it's
right?
definitely spread
Yeah.
across society, don't you
Yeah.
think? Yeah.
And sailors weren't very. They weren't very like individual. They didn't have a lot of I don't know, variety. But wow, what do I know? I know.
No, but yeah, and I don't know how they did them too. They did them with like needles.
This is
and
Little
thread
Miss.
and-
This is Little
Oh,
Mister.
Little Miss.
These characters look familiar to me somehow.
Oh, okay. Oh, those look pretty cool. Okay, look at the Little Miss.
I like the little red square one.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know,
Oh, yeah. Okay. Little Miss Naughty. Okay, she's
I
purple.
like the idea of simple characters.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Fib. He's a green
Mr.
thing.
Fib.
Little Miss Surprise.
Surprise.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Those are good, simple.
They're like
Characters.
monster. They're human monster characters.
Yeah,
Oh, those are human monsters.
those are neat.
Those are pretty.
I like the idea too of just the fact that people can just when it comes to monsters, you can invent your own and draw your own monsters.
Yeah.
I know we talked about Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Pokemon cards were essentially just
Yeah.
a version's
My secret love is Dungeons and Dragons monsters. Love them. I love owl bears. I love beholders. I love mind flayers. All those weird things that were made up in.
And here's actually some lore, but actually, do you know Digimon?
I heard of that.
Yeah,
Is that
it was kind of like a precursor to Pokemon.
Okay.
But they were called Mon because they were saved in .mon files. So the part of their lore is that the Digimon was just to represent they were digital monsters.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, Pokemon were just monsters too, but I don't know. Is there something about
okay.
why do humans? Maybe it's come back to our culture that we tell these stories, but the idea that we can compose stories. Right?
Yeah.
If I compose a story or a cartoon about a pineapple lives under the sea with a SpongeBob, that's
Oh, yeah.
much more interesting than our daily lives of your neighbor
It
you
is.
live next to. And there's something
Yeah.
right. If I can make jokes or make things if I'm talking. Yeah, the absurdity of a sponge and a starfish being friends.
Yeah.
Like you can talk about absurd things in a way, and in ways that maybe with actual people you can't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Nick was saying the characters that make it were Mr. Lazy, Mr. Tall, Mr. Strong, Mr. Messy, Mr. Chatterbox. I'm some of those. I'm Mr. Messy, Mr. Lazy. Yeah.
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 No, I
Ooh,
think
that's a pretty cool, trippy one. I like that.
Yeah. I found these things that, I got in trouble at work at my old job
yeah.
when I worked at the news.
Yeah.
I used to do this shape and start out. Can I draw on a piece of paper? Is there anything?
Do you want to?
Yeah. I could put it. Yeah, I know. It's my book. I could scribble all
Let's go with
over it.
that, yeah.
Okay. So I used to do this thing where I did a shape like this,
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay.
right? And then I do shapes
Yeah.
that intersect that. So I do like this inside of that.
Oh.
Kind of like Joshua Nickerson, who's on our show that does like geometrical art.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Did he come on in the show or no?
Yeah, a while ago.
Did he?
Pre-pandemic.
No, I know Josh. Josh is.
And I think
Yeah.
even I've been actually looking at
So I'd start doing that and then just build on that. So it
you
just
put that in
depends. It just ends up being,
a repetitive.
yeah, and I did it as a form of like therapy of just drawing loops.
Yeah.
Kind of like the
but I got caught by my boss doing
But
it,
that's
and they were
not
like,
that-
you know
what?
what are you doing that for? And
That's not that
they sent
bad.
me. I was a union rep, and I got sent to the
They
HR and everything.
F
yeah.
those
HR.
guys.
Yeah.
I got accused of drawing wieners, but it wasn't a wiener I drew. I never draw wieners. I drew
I like that about you.
Yeah, I never draw wieners. Never do.
Listen, it
But
seems like
it's okay,
a lot
though.
of male artists will draw nude women, but there doesn't seem there's no real genre, or maybe there are, of women drawing nude men, or is that a thing?
Ah, good point. You know what? That's a good point. There's not a lot of women out there doing that.
Yeah.
Not
Maybe,
only,
or maybe it's not culturally.
Yeah,
as
or
popular.
if they drew, or if they were a woman drawing other women, I don't think people
Yeah.
would be so like
Yeah. Yeah.
weirded about
Now
it.
I met.
Yeah.
I
you
met.
know,
Something about the
where,
man-
but if it was the other way around, like
Well,
you
yeah,
said,
the female anatomy is beautiful, but the male anatomy is grotesque
Yeah.
and an
Yeah.
insult.
Now
How's
I
that-
met a gay version of myself.
Really?
Yes, and he drew like men, like nude men, and were like all pouty looking, and like sexy guys.
yeah, I think when Josh had a show
Yeah.
at the Great Arrow Plaza thing building, there was,
Was
a
there a
guy
guy like
that,
that?
did, yeah, there
Yeah,
was a guy
I wonder
that
if it's
did
the
that,
same guy.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
seems
It
interesting.
could have
Then
been.
You'd almost be. You could be drawing yourself. Like you could be in the mirror. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something weird. It's
Well, because
I haven't tried to draw. I drew myself a few times when I was younger. And
yeah.
and then I could stomach my looks.
You know what? Yeah,
think I
that was
do
a
it.
challenge. I remember in art school, they said every great artists always they make an
Yeah.
image of themselves.
Yeah,
We should do that.
you would.
Part
I
of me
bet
wants
you could do it
a image of myself. Yeah.
as Answer Man.
As an instrument, I should definitely do that. Is like, what would that compose? I would have. Yeah, I think I have an idea, a graphic idea of what I would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm inspired here by some text I found in your journal.
Oh
but
no.
Miyamoto Muashi. Do you know who this person is? Sounds Japanese in nature.
Yeah.
Embrace
Okay.
simplicity, eliminate distractions.
Oh yeah, that was
Finding strength in failure, embracing failure, the power of purpose, developing a growth mindset, embracing continuous learning.
it was a thing I watched on YouTube about a samurai intellectual that
Yeah. Like I said,
that's what his name was.
Part
yeah.
of the samurai tradition is not just cutting people's
Right.
heads off with swords. It's actually being a great poet or calligraphy.
They really are.
And I think a lot of, at least in Zen, they work on like cones where they have short,
I-
simple
Yeah.
rhythm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was fascinated by that when I was younger. Like, yeah, they try to, like a master will give them, and if they're like these impossible mind things,
Yeah.
you become enlightened.
Yeah.
If you could answer the master can tell if you're enlightened or not.
Well, yeah, there's like riddles. There are
Yeah.
more riddles.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we're
like
supposed
a cone. They call it,
Well,
right?
you're not
You
supposed
said
to-
that, right?
yeah, you're not supposed-
K-O-A-N.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to
cool.
take them literally. They're more
Yeah.
kind of. And I think that's right. I think Jesus he talked a lot in like parables and like metaphors because he's kind of right. Language is an imperfect medium for expressing. Complex
Yeah,
ideas,
it's something
so-
like that you'd almost intellectually chew on, like gum,
Yeah.
because
Well,
the
yeah, I
gum
think
doesn't
Jesus
have
said,
any
right,
any use,
a
and you
poor
don't
man,
swallow
a
it.
rich man has a good chance of getting in heaven as a camel does passing through the eye of a needle or something.
Yeah,
Or it's like
yeah.
he could just say rich people don't get into prison, but the poetry of the words of and I think it's interesting with language. If I say a camel passing through the eye of a needle,
Yeah.
you've just painted a mental picture in
Yeah.
people's heads.
Yeah.
Versus rich people don't go to heaven. So
I think Dolly did try to paint a camel going through a needle's eye.
Gotta love that Dolly.
Yeah, I like Dolly.
He just it's amazing. Yeah, amazing stuff.
Dalai Lama or Dolly the.
Salvador
They're
Dali.
both
No, I
good
like
guys.
the Dalai Lama.
Dalai
Yeah,
Lama,
yeah.
I think Dolly is actually an AI too.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Hello,
maybe,
Dolly.
Yeah, the AI is a ripoff of that.
Yeah.
I know. I know that. Yeah, they could make great surreal stuff. Yeah, you know. Yeah. But there you go. Oh, there's your cat. Is it?
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah. How is your cat?
She's bitchy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she lets me pet her for 5 minutes and then bites me.
Well, sounds like a scene for the cat detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat detective.
No, she's all right. Like I said, I wish I had a second cat to keep her company.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, we just lost our dog, and that's been hard because that was the only time I got any exercise, like a walk. And
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, dogs are great.
they are.
They're just great guys.
And
They're
then
just. Yeah.
My one foot's acting up, and I know other people that are having trouble with their feet like that too. Like a friend of mine's got to get
Yeah.
bone spur.
Well,
surgery.
speaking of the
Yeah,
varicose
which you
veins,
can
they
get
have the talking back to your thing of somehow the varicose vein commercials. Maybe you
Yeah.
could use your commercial arts degree. Somehow they've captured the imagination of people through their commercials and their art, which is the veins.com.
Yes.
Yeah, some of the best, right? Some of the best jingles. What is call 854-2020.
Oh yeah,
There's
Yeah.
Celino and Barnes injury. That's the whole idea.
Injury attorneys. Yeah.
Call 8 million. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then 44444.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you crazy, aren't you? But
No,
Yeah.
I'm having a blank.
Well, this picture is cool.
You like
That's-
that?
Pineapples
I like
and
that,
a dolphin. Looks like some sort of.
Yeah, they're gonna. It wasn't a doll. It was like a soap dish. I actually got it.
Well, it's almost like
Yeah,
this is like a Michael or like an old Roman angel. Something
Yeah.
you've seen in old medieval.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like a cherub. Or
Cherub.
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
those things.
Perfect.
And there's
So, yeah, but that was an actual thing. I had it. Like I said, it was a soap dish. I got it.
yeah.
And then my daughter drew that, drawing back one page. Not that. The one
Mario.
before. No, that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cute.
yeah. Chloe drew that.
Yeah.
That's she's 33 now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should spend more time just drawing random characters.
Yeah.
Like stories.
Yeah. Oh, there's your cowboy.
Yeah, I have like plastic toys that I should have threw out years ago, and I draw them too. Things
Yeah.
like that. So
I collect plastic dragons.
Interesting.
I collected flocked velvet tigers. For
Oh,
a long
okay.
time. Yeah. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. it's-
no, because I remember we used to go to Crystal Beach. Remember the ring toss they'd have at Crystal Beach
Oh.
near the Magic Carpet?
I do kind of
Yeah,
remember. I do.
yeah.
Do you remember the tiger
Yeah.
trainer guy?
Yeah.
There's a guy who would
and-
fight
and-
tigers.
Oh,
was
okay.
that at the
Or
circus?
he would train them
Yeah.
at Crystal Beach.
Was that in the circus?
At Crystal Beach.
Yeah.
It was an amusement park in Canada. It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
20
But they used
minutes
to-
from the Peace Bridge, and
Yeah, and I
had
but I
things like
remember
that.
there was a trainer, a tiger trainer, and I was really impressed with him because he would brag that like he was the only guy who would train tigers without a whip or anything.
yeah.
And he had scars all over his body. I just remember that.
Yeah.
He was like
Should laugh. I'm sorry.
wrestle him and
Well, yeah,
yeah.
the circus is it's not what it used to, right? Like Barnum
Oh,
and
yeah.
Bailey, the original circus guy. That whole area just fascinates me. You just had this rich philanthropic not even philanthropic, rich businessman that saw an opportunity. If,
Yeah.
I just bought all the freaks of society and put them in
Yeah.
one room,
Yeah.
you could then charge people to come see them. And that was like,
And
that
P.T. Barnum, yeah.
that circus would never fly now. Now it's
Yeah.
like that, but it was popular. And that fact that was like
he
a thing.
and he
I don't know.
did terrible things, but I think he did do some good things later in life.
Yeah.
But he enslaved a woman.
Well, yeah, just, but
Yeah.
just the idea that he was this rich guy that was literally just paying freaks and people with deformities and
Yeah.
people outliers in society, paying them sums of money to be in his circus, traveling circus.
Yeah, like,
is a-
let's go see the circus. Oh, wow, I never saw, an overweight person or
yeah, bearded women and
Bearded-
Bearded
Oh,
woman.
what
Essentially, it
a-
seems like most of the people, they just had like medical conditions that were,
Yeah.
weren't fully understood at the time, and they were.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He must be a werewolf boy. Or like,
Coming to a trailer park near you.
Yeah, or like-
Right, and we can critique the thing that it was Barnum or Bailey was unethical, but there was regular normal people that were paying money to go see these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So, there's demand. There was demand for it, and
yeah.
No, they a friend of mine used to always compare Trump to P.T. Barnum. He'd say Trump's
He
you know, 'cause
does.
of-
Yeah, there's
because
so
of the
much-
whole, there's a sucker born every minute and all the grift and all
He-
that.
Leans,
shit.
right? He leans. There's what the Roman said: bread and circuses.
Yeah,
And Trump
bread and
leans
Yeah.
leans into the circus. Right? We're
Oh,
not. We're
the
not
thing
getting
on
our
the
bread.
lawn of the White House, that was bread
Yeah.
and circus.
Yeah, that was
Right? We're not.
Oh my
we're
God.
not getting our bread. Our bread is more expensive, so give the people circuses.
yeah.
God.
And the thing is,
That's
the,
all it is. Yeah.
the disturbing is that works with some people, and there's a lot of them enough to vote him in. Like it's so creepy. It's so scary.
That and then Elon probably rigging the.
Okay, I've heard
accounts
that.
and all that too,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah. No, but that was horrible. That whole thing.
The circuses.
Yeah.
I think more generally, circus is something we kind of laugh at, but our society is a giant circus, right? I think today actually is a primary day, but the big news of the day is it was the ribbon cutting of the Bills' new stadium. Talk about a circus.
Oh, yeah.
We had this $1 billion taxpayer-funded private entity, and
Yeah.
it's election day. I think there's nothing more. Yeah, just the whole American football.
Yeah.
Right, and you had I watched the City of Buffalo mayor and 2 Buffalo Common Council members were like taking these pictures of this stadium built in Orchard Park that they did nothing to potentially bring it into the city or just talk about a circus.
Yeah.
I think American football is
kind of our circuit.
it's the modern circus or the modern Coliseum.
Yeah.
Gladiators.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spartacus. Whatever.
Yeah, we literally had UFC fighters fighting.
Yeah.
Was it at the White House or was it like in front of the Lincoln Memorial or something? It was like some tacky.
I think it was on the lawn of the White House.
Yeah, it was on the White House lawn.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
And
it's
a lot
so
of people
surreal.
aren't real happy about that
It's-
either.
Yeah, it's straight out of Idiocracy. It's like
That's what a lot of
Yeah.
commentators are saying.
but
that it resembles Idiocracy.
people
so
on our
badly.
side, we should constantly call the Trump administration Idiocracy. We should bring it up every time Republicans start talking about stuff.
Trumpocracy.
Trumpocracy, Idiocracy, because it really is so close to what it is,
Oh yeah.
and it gets that idea across to people, crazy Idiocracy, but it's and the elegy thing, the whole thing where with the
Oh
reflective,
yeah.
and he said,
I mean, they like a comedy writer couldn't come up with that.
yeah.
And they still defend him.
They're
You know,
like,
it's like-
and they
You
believe
put
him.
industrial grade hydrogen peroxide,
Yeah,
which is a great paint peeler
yeah.
to kill the
Yeah.
peroxide,
And they were
and
saying,
it peeled all the paint
And they were
off.
saying the people who did it, they did a bad job. The guy didn't know he was like this bozo.
Yeah.
and they said
A neighbor of his at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, they filled it
Who
in
was a
too
criminal.
much. Yeah, they didn't let it settle or anything. It was just.
Yeah.
But it's another example of them not listening to experts,
No.
not listening to
No,
scientists.
they shame every expert, whether
Yeah.
it's Fauci or anybody
Yeah,
else.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm kind of finding,
Yeah.
like, because there's a few people I have to deal with in my everyday life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, anytime they're always shaming an expert or saying, what do they know?
and the thing is,
Like, because that makes you edgy.
Yeah.
Come on.
And the thing is, that's created a lot of times by corporations.
It is.
to bring that to put doubt. They put these talking points out into the public, and these geniuses think they came up with it.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, like electric cars are actually worse than fossil fuels. Because
that or RFK. RFK, a great example. I mean, he's always like, he would gargle sewer water and tell you that's great for you.
yeah.
Well, we've got about a minute left in the show, so any parting wisdom for our loyal viewers?
Time passes very quickly.
Time passes
yes,
quickly.
okay.
Time stops for no man. Time is relative.
Be careful what you share with other people. It can haunt you.
That's profound.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Or maybe better still, not everyone deserves an explanation.
Oh, that is
Okay.
good. Yeah.
But I did explain tonight, and you guys helped me
yeah.
clarify.
Aura and vibes, as
Yes.
the Gen Zs would say. It's
Yeah.
all about aura and vibes.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cultivate aura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, viewers, for tuning in. And
Thank you.
Nick's World, thank you
Thank
for
you,
tuning
John,
in.
and thank you.
Thanks for having us on, for
Thank you,
sharing
Matt,
your art
for-
and these profound philosophical discussions.
Yeah.
that
All right.
Last the tests of time.
Yeah.
Thank you, viewers. Until next time, we fade to darkness.